Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I am tired of pretending that this channel is about anything else than God. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm tired of pretending this is only about public speaking, this is only about sales, this is only about dating. It's not. This channel is about God, and it feels like no matter how much I try to frame it in some kind of way, no matter how much I try to go in a certain direction, God will always point me back to the one purpose I have, which is to help you guys get closer to God. Now, why does that matter? Why does that matter? Is it because this is the right thing to do? Is it because this is the righteous way to live, the only way to live? No. It is the most intelligent, the most useful, the most enjoyable, the most meaningful way to live. That's why it matters. Who had the ultimate frame in history? You guys care about frame, you guys care about influence, you guys care about charisma. Who is the most influential and powerful man in history? You guys tell me. You guys tell me. Based on whose birth do we use our calendar? Jesus. Now, what did Jesus preach? What was his message as the man? I'm not here to tell you guys what to believe in terms of religion. Matter of fact, if I'm being real here, I don't believe in a specific dogma. I don't believe in a specific ideology. I believe religion points us to the truth. I believe all religions point us to the same truth. The only thing they change in is practice. So you just choose whatever practice works best for you, and then you just get closer to God that way. Coming back to the point, Jesus was the most powerful and influential person in history. He was a highly conscious, present, powerful, loving, forgiving, extremely authoritative man whose only purpose was to be one with God. I and the Father are one. Be in this world, but not of the world. Don't set up your treasures on earth where people can steal them. Put them in heaven instead. All those were metaphors. All those were metaphors. You guys need to understand the most powerful frame and influence you could possibly have is in God. And why? Because sales influence is a transfer of certainty. Is a transfer of certainty. And what is the most unshakable reality? What is the most unshakable thing in reality? Is anything more unshakable than reality itself, aka God, aka existence, aka nature itself, aka who you are? You guys realize this? As I'm looking outside of my office here, sunset is about to start. It's the golden hour. I see a huge forest. And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, oh my Lord, was my little mind what created all of that? Or was it some infinite intelligence beyond anything I could ever conceive that created that? But wait a minute. If it created that, it created me as well. I am part of that. But wait a minute. If we break down physical reality to its smallest components, we realize it's all just atoms. And there's atoms in my body, there's atoms in the air. If we're not an individual atom, if you and I are not one atom, then we realize there's space in between these atoms. But then there's space in between atoms in the air as well. So what you end up realizing is, wait a minute. My physical body is not actually solid. Like, it's not actually what it seems to be. It's an illusion of our senses. I can touch my skin here, and I cannot go in my skin right now. So there seems to be a separation between the skin and the air. There seems to be a moment where both separate. But that's an illusion of my senses. I just cannot see in small enough units to know that there is no actual separation. It's all just one. It's all just one physics. Then you might say, okay, well, it's not physical. Okay, well then, if you're talking about I am Danny, I am a public speaking coach, and you start telling all that story, it's like, if you were to close your eyes and observe your own thoughts, observe your own language, words that come and go, what you're using to describe who you are is symbols that you learned as a kid, or sounds coming out of your vocal cords. If you believe this is how you can identify yourself, if you believe you can shrink yourself to that level, then you're delusional. That's not who you are. It's a severe underestimation of who you are. It's a crime to settle for so little. So if you're not your thoughts, because you're not words, thank God you're not fucking words, which is a symbol. You're not words. If you're not sounds, then who the heck are you? Who are you when you go to bed at night in a dreamless state and you're not thinking anymore? Who are you then? Do you die? Do you still exist? What about babies? Babies are not conscious of their name even when they're first born. They don't have a capacity to think in language. Who are they? What about animals? What about the tree? Can the tree self-identify? And yet, does that mean it doesn't exist? The tree exists, the babies exist, the animals exist. So who are we beyond words and sounds and thoughts and emotions? Who are we? Who's asking that question? The moment you die, every single person in your life dies. In your subjective reality, which by definition is the only one you can actually experience, when you die, everything dies. The whole world dies in your subjective experience, which is the only one you can experience. Again, I'm reminding you. Then what's the only thing what is the only thing that's real? What is the only thing that's real? It's the experience itself. It is the awareness itself. It is the presence in self. It is the only thing that's left. The only thing that's left is the experience itself, is the awareness that we are. And if you're watching this so far and you're asking, how can I apply this to my public speaking or sales? It's like, could there be anything more powerful than that? You want to know why? What is the only thing in life that can possibly hold us back? The only thing in life that can possibly limit us? Fear. I don't believe in a literal devil. I don't believe in literal hell. I don't believe in literal Satan. But I do believe fear is what hell feels like. It's the state of hell. It's a state. Hell is a state. And the devil is fear. Fear is the enemy of relationships. Fear is the enemy of action, taking action. Fear is the enemy of confidence, of certainty. Now that doesn't mean trying to pretend fear is not there. You're a human. Fear will be there. What do you do with it? What's your relationship with it? If you forget who you are and you get caught up in some labels, if you get caught up in some identification with the world, you put more importance on the world than what it is, then that fear destroys you. Because you can die. And if you're afraid of dying, you'll always be afraid. But if you remember who you really are in your deepest core, aka God itself, one with God itself, then what is left to be afraid of? Then you can just observe it, pass through you. Then you can be even grateful for the fear itself, then you can find the beauty in the fear, in the humanity, in the shared human experience. That makes you more open. That makes you more vulnerable. And no matter how much you hate that, vulnerability is one of the most charismatic things you can possibly be. Vulnerability is what allows you to be unique, especially in the age of AI. You guys see the full picture here? You guys see how all of this is interconnected? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I love you guys so much. I cannot keep pretending. I'm not saying every video will be like this, but I cannot keep pretending this is not actually about God. There's nothing else it can be about. Thank you guys. Much love. Truly.